I thought you just got on stage and got discovered. As I said in this podcast many times, I didn't know that there was work behind it. That, yeah, you could get discovered and you'll get put somewhere and then you'll fail because you didn't have the chops. And what was the sense of getting discovered?
Right.
So, there's like a pattern. There's like a process. There's like a commitment level, when I got to Colorado in 93, I knew I was going to be a comic. I knew I was set to be a comic. I never knew I'd be in L.A. and nothing like that. I just thought I'd be on the road. I thought I'd be one of those comics that just worked on the road. You know what I'm saying? That the success was working on the road. There was no TV credits. There was no film credits. It was just road work. That's what I thought I could accomplish, So I attacked it. And at first, I just attacked it very wildly. I went on triple runs. And then when I was home, I'd just get on every open mic that I did, and there was nothing really going on with it. And then by the time I got to Seattle, in June of 95, was when I realized that I had to treat this as I would treat a business. And it went right back to my car salesman days. I went back to my car salesman days. At the beginning of the month, we're all zero. Me, you, and Lee, on the first of the month, we're all zero. And it's how we work the month. And now you start learning a path of how to work. Thank God I sold cars. You could do two of. Okay, so I'll go to Lee and go, Lee, what do you need on the 31st of January? And Lee will go, I need 2,300. And I'll go, what do you need, the Agostino? I need 3,200. And what do you need, Joey? I need 2,800. And you sit there and you analyze this. You go, how am I going to break this down into weeks? Because on the 15th, as a car salesman, you always get a draw. So you could sit on your ass for those 2 weeks. You don't really have to do much.
What does that mean, a draw?
A draw. They just give you 1,500. After a while, you develop a trust with them, and they'll just give you $1,500 instead of just taking all your car deals and everything. Fuck it. We'll just give you $1,500, and then at the end of the month, we'll wash you out. And I'm sure you'll make $1,500 plus, and then we'll give you the balance of your money on the 5th of the month. So what you tend to do is get lazy as a salesman. You got a check coming on the 15th.
Because you got that $1,500 already.
For $1,500 on the 15th. So you decide to go to work at the second half of the month. You get strategic. And even though I was on coke, and even though I was fucking young and stupid, I looked at the guys that were making money, and I figured out what they were doing. They were very strict about their time. They were very strict about their appearance. They were very punctual. They followed up. They had a pattern to follow up. I would go into work and just fucking pull out the deal sheets I had and call people, go, Agostino, you still interested in that car? Come on down. No. These guys had a notebook with a time when they called them and what they said and notes. And when I started doing it that way, that's when I started. Last time we spoke, you were looking at the Volvo, Agostino. Did you pick up the Volvo? No. So I took that same plan, like that I was doing for car sales, and put it into comedy. And what the plan was basically was to, same thing. What do we need to make you a nut every month, the Agostino? Now, you like selling what? New cars? That means you're going to make $150 a car and fucking whatever you get back from the dealer. So the dealer has you call the dealer after you sell the car, and either they give you $100 to $250. So if your average is going to be $150 to $100, that's $250 a car. What was your number?
His was 32.
32.
Yeah.
What's 250 into 32? Like 14 or something like that. You got to sell 14 cars. So how are we going to fucking sell 14 cars? That's 7 cars per quarter. First of all, you're not going to sell it on ups. Ups is fresh meat. You're going to do 50% of that business on ups. But they're going to be people that you spoke to the month before.
Followed back with.
Yeah. And that's why your numbers have to be high. Your percentages have to be high. So you have to break it down into a business, just like that. So what do I need to sell 3? So it's 14 cars divided by 4 is fucking what? 4 cars a fucking week. You got to sell 4 fucking cars a week so your kids eat. So now what do? You got to be there the whole time. That's going to kill you. What good is having money if you don't have if you don't see your kids?
Right.
So your time becomes fucking valuable. So I took all those elements from car sales and I put them into, it took me 4 years, but I finally go, oh. So what did that mean? That meant that I kept records now. I took a notebook and I would put, in January 1st, I would put, okay, this year I'm going to do 300 fucking sets. Because I was living in Boulder, and in Boulder I was doing 16 sets a month, and I had to drive all over God's creation. I had to do triple runs to get 16 sets a month. In Seattle, I could get 20 sets a month just staying in Seattle and hustling. You could do the 3 clubs and guest sets and do 20 fucking sets without doing anything. So I figured to get really good at comedy, you need to do 300 sets a year. You know what 300 sets a year is? That's 25 fucking sets a month. That means if I go on the road all 4 fucking weeks, I'm only doing 20 fucking sets. I still got to work on my days off. But you can't do that. So what do? You count all these little fucking gigs as sets. That's why you do those 3-set nights, because you're like, ooh, I got that off my fucking back. You know what I'm saying? Even I always have goals when I'm in town. 3 sets a week. I don't want you out every night, but if you do 3 sets a week and 2 podcasts, I'm pretty fucking happy. If somebody gives me 2 spots on a fucking Tuesday, and I still got a Thursday and a Saturday, then I'm really fucking happy. I picked up 4.
Do you guys get the urge to, like, does doing this spot make you want to do another one? Do you like multiple spot nights?
Absolutely. Especially if you're chasing a goal. If your goal is, you have set different type of goals. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to be funny and get comfortable on stage? That means you got to keep fucking going down there. Forget about the funny. Let's just get comfortable and learn how to set the mic down and all that. This is all baby steps that people never really look at, these little things when it comes to comedy. But you could still do this. You could still apply these things, whether you're a computer tech or a plumber, whatever the fuck you are. You could still apply all these same things that I did from the car sales into the comedy to increase my comedy thing. And then it dawned on me, after about a year of comedy, I went to a Toyota place. And what that guy, that I've had him call into the podcast for like 1 year, we had him call in on the first day of the year to talk about goals. And it was the same thing. Now I go, wait a second. How do I get funny?
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.